Depending on your business here, the pleasure may be mutual. But you didn't
Fucking
answer my
thing, bruh.
question. Is that ship yours? And unless I'm much mistaken, that's the Ebon Hawk. That vessel has been on Dantooine before, during the war. That was a Jedi vessel.
Please. Please. Okay. Please. Need him. I actually need him. Please do something because I can leave.
I'm trying to stabilize an entire planet. An exchange bounty, no matter how abundant, is little use in that endeavor. But if a Jedi were here, that would best be kept secret. Right or wrong, our settlers blame the Jedi and their hidden enclave for their suffering. I remember the old Jedi Masters and the considerable help they lent to Dantooine. I still maintain discreet connections with Jedi. I suppose your arrival here is no coincidence. My friend, let's just call him Frook. We've known each other for many years, and our continued friendship could create many problems in the current political climate. He came to Dantooine not too long ago. He was looking into something quite important. He's gone missing recently. Did he send for you in case something went wrong? Vrook and I had a mutually beneficial arrangement for several weeks. He went to the Jedi Enclave sublevel recently and hasn't returned. I know the sublevel is dangerous. I'm starting to fear the worst. Would you be willing to go to the ruins of the Enclave to look for him? We are fortunate that you've come. Don't expect it to be easy, though. Things rarely are with Jedi. I will have one of the militia transmit permissions to the Enclave security door. Go expecting danger, for you will most certainly find it. Is there anything else I can assist you with?
Yes,
There are plenty of opportunities to assist people on Dantooine. Too many, I'm afraid. I would go to the militia headquarters and make your intentions known there.
I have great
Besides
fear.
that, just listen and ask around. To most people in the galaxy, the distinction between Sith and Jedi is a blurry one, especially since most Sith were once Jedi. It is complicated by the fact that Malak and Revan were great heroes of the Republic and famed Jedi Knights. But a few years later, they were leading an armada which threatened everyone. And here on Dantooine, the Jedi Enclave provoked a brutal occupation by the Sith. It could have been far worse, but even now the damage has not been fully mended. I don't think everyone hates Jedi. If just a few people changed their minds or spoke up, it could make a great deal of difference. I think that we need the help of the Jedi. If the Jedi's reputation isn't redeemed, the consequences could be quite regrettable. Until then, I would keep your identity secret. Who do you want to know about? There are three groups of people on the planet right now. The settlers, salvagers, and the mercenaries. Dantooine is one of the younger worlds of the Republic. A couple of generations ago, this world was still untamed. We made great progress, in no small part due to the Jedi. But recently, we have been losing ground. During the war, the most prominent settler families either fled or were executed by the Sith. Losing their resources and the Jedi was too great a loss. But now we are organizing and starting to truly work together. Once we achieve that, I am confident that Dantooine can be safe and prosperous again. They are a necessary inconvenience. Money has been a great concern to us, ever since the Sandrals and Matalays were removed during the Jedi Civil War. The agricultural exports we produce just cover basic maintenance. To expand and prosper, we needed credits, so we had to exploit a valuable resource we had, the ruins of the Jedi Enclave. It was not a decision lightly made, and even then we couldn't do the work ourselves. Too dangerous, and every settler matters in our small world. So we opened the door to enterprising salvagers, the salvages you see now are the last remnants of that force. The tithe we took from... We plan on using those credits to improve production and protect our world. We have enough to sustain ourselves until more prosperous times. We tolerate their presence because we must, and they generally follow our laws. But their time is almost over. The Jedi Enclave's sublevel is the only place left with reasonable salvage, and it has too many dangers for them. The salvagers aren't warriors. Generally, they are out-of-work miners or cast-offs from other worlds. Dantooine is one of the young, but now we are all...
Sí.
Your luck is not exactly settled. You are the newcomer that no friendly greeting. I come here to speak to the militia and make them understand a truth. Something of mine they have in their possession. It's very unwise to stand in my way. I am done being inconvenienced by you.
Is there looking to kill? Get off of these.
Are you waiting for the administrator too? You won't have to wait too long. But if you want results, now that you may never get here. I'm here to get another pat in the back from the administrator and hear how unfortunate my situation is. That my problem is important and they'll get around to it.
I'm sick of all their excuses and empty words. I need justice now.
I fought in the war and I know how to use my blaster rifle. If the administrator or Zeron doesn't do something, then I will.
Salvagers are the problem. They strip bare the ruins that belong to the people of Dantooine, and then they sell what they find back to us at inflated prices.
I'm not a violent man. I've had my share of it in the war. I sincerely hoped I could just hang my blaster rifle on the wall as a souvenir for my grandchildren.
But I can't farm without my equipment. Well, yes and no. I brought my moisture vaporator to Kunda to be serviced. On the way back to my farm, I took a shortcut next to the Enclave ruins. Damn Lagrix came out of nowhere. I had to run before they made a meal of me. When I returned to retrieve my equipment, the salvagers had already stripped it bare. I went to their camp to get back my moisture vaporator. This smug fellow Joran told me that he found it within the ruins, and by law, it belongs to him now. He said he'd give it to me for the bargain price of 500 credits. I wasn't very happy about it, but the law was on his side, so I paid this scoundrel. Now the moisture vaporator doesn't work, because it is mysteriously missing its modulator. Joran is offering to sell me a modulator he found for another 500 credits.
I suppose you could. Actually, you almost look like a salvager.
If you could go to the salvager camp and convince the salvager Joran to return my modulator, I would be very grateful.
I'm not rich, but I have some souvenirs from the war I could give you. It's right next to the ruins of the Jedi Enclave. Just follow the smell. You can't miss them. That's great. Certainly not getting any help around here. Need to know anything more, just ask me.
A lot of people here hate Jedi. When they were here, they tried helping us. I don't blame them. What brings you to Kunda? I don't even want to get into it. Ask around if you want to know the details. It'll just make my headache worse. I don't know what we'd do without Administrator Adare. She managed to plow through a lot of the family bickering once the Sith left during the war. She's kept us together. Oh, and, Zeron too, I suppose. This is sensitive. It's not really a secret, though. A lot of people are upset with Zeron. He's a hard man and doesn't answer to anybody. Except, I suppose, the Administrator. The thing is, he expects everyone to follow all the laws. That's not normally a bad thing, but the mercenaries are used to having a bit more freedom. So, it's like Zeron keeps prodding a rancor with a stun stick. To a rancor, it's just a minor nuisance. But if you keep at it, he's gonna fight back. The mercenaries aren't unreasonable. They're mostly just war veterans looking for work. But Zeron just keeps poking them. So he has to get involved to make sure that the militia does what he wants. Otherwise, we'd probably give the mercenaries some room. Dantooine has had mercenaries on it for years. I've talked with some, and they're not unreasonable. There's gotta be some sort of compromise we can both live with. Using my own analogy against me, the mercenaries aren't rancors. They're people, like you and me. But if you keep provoking them, it's just dangerous. I think we should be working on getting along. It's hard to follow orders that have you make things worse. That's a good way of looking at it. I may not agree with the captain, but I guess I should make everyone fall in line. I still worry that he may provoke the mercenaries into something more dangerous. But I suppose he may know something I don't. Thanks. All right, stay out.
Dochi monas runta. Yun bola. Posoma oritoshni tuk tuk pamba. Posoma oritoshni tuk tuk pamba. Ora. Kino molirani. Posoma oritoshni tuk tuk pamba. Hoshman funi wado de puta na sapa. Hoshman funi wado de puta na sapa. Tongi wamaji. Insoranaka me gonsoji. Nechi. Pasa susho wi.
No, lightsaber sword kind of whack.
I'm the militia captain here. Are you here because you're in trouble or looking for it? I see. Well, what's your reason for coming to militia headquarters? Rare thing a visitor wanting to help out. Looks to me like you're to explore the Jedi ruins. But we have a thing or two that need doing. You seriously want to help, just ask about it. Or any other questions you might have. You want something? I've seen a lot of visitors come through Kunda. You're the first one in a while that looks the capable sort. We have a small problem with the take care of it myself, but there aren't many people in the militia. We'd lose too many men. There's a reward if you do it. Kinrath are normally just pests. We think something happened to their nest. Started near the end of the Civil War. Nobody knows for sure. Even the Athorian. And they're smart about such things. Very. The Kinrath you see on the plains aren't as tough as the ones inside the caves. They may not look much different, but they are tough. We used some explosives to seal the cave a couple years back. Just made them angrier. They burrowed another entrance even closer to us. I know there are crystals in there too. Some of the salvagers once thought about going in there to get some extra credits. Too many Kinrath though. Cave is on the southeast side of the plains. Shouldn't be hard to find. That's all I can ask. You want some? Some of the salvagers went deep into the ruins and found a lot of Jedi relics. It's the most valuable all the salvagers ever got. But all the salvagers that went down there are dead. So it seems every day or so some salvager comes claiming they're owed by such and such, or that they're related. The whole thing makes me sick. Garevik says he won the whole claim in a Pazak game at the last Survivor, right before he killed him. But that was a fair fight. There were witnesses. But nobody remembers Garevik ever playing Pazak. I just hope someone takes this blasted claim off my hands. I'm tired of those lowlives pestering me. We've got real work. You want some?
Another interruption. You must not have heard who I am. Waste another's time, not mine. Someone less.
Yes, General? new salvager? Or one of those Kunda cantina rats coming here to complain? Oh, is that so? You're no mercenary, and with those armaments, this isn't a social call. You're at least thinking of heading to the... I'm gonna give you some advice. Turn back. There's nothing you're gonna find. Because anything valuable in the ruins was carted away months ago. The only salvagers left are either desperate, ornery, or not right in the head. And while you look dirty enough to be here, I don't think you're any of those things. So go back to Kunda. I've been here the longest, and I'll be here last. I buy Jedi salvage from the ruins. Slow business now, but I get by. Sometimes I sell them to visitors like yourself. Besides, that's none of your flaming business. You should have let me know you're a customer instead of letting me think you're some disease-ridden salvager. Let me show you what I've got.
Bristol's the beach. Look at all the stuff they have. You could literally buy all the lightsaber pieces you need to, probably. That's 4,000 credits? Why is everything so expensive? This green crystal and blue crystal. Oh my gosh, they're taking all my monies.
Oh, a visitor comes. A civilized person. A question I pose to you, traveler. Do you wish to buy one of the most elusive of all Jedi artifacts? A powerful Jedi holocron? You flatter me, traveler. It was a good day when I found this holocron. But you are lucky. I ask a mere 1,000 credit. I assure you it is. As you can see, it is in fine shape. How did you know? Well, I never unload this accursed thing. This isn't my fault. You can't blame me. This forgery has passed through several hands in this camp. I am merely the latest victim. No, of course not. Another salvager sold it to me, and he bought it from another one before him. When there were more salvagers, incidents like this were common. But now there are few of us, and I'm stuck with this garbage. There's no way I can make it home to my family. You with all your observations. I'm not going to talk to you about the hall. So, what should we...
You still lurking? It's a shame about them. Have any luck getting to their bodies? Yeah, well... If you're not... And they're now dead, so... If... The salvagers that are still here...
This bitch just sold me a bunch of fucking lightsaber crystals for like thousands of fucking dollars.
You don't remember?
I didn't know I could buy things from her, I guess. And apparently she had raided the Jedi Temple because the Sith bombed it and they're raiding it. And she's reselling everything for like super expensive.
These like credits.
Yeah, I wanted all that stuff. I bought a Jedi robe and a few color crystals and then some like damage crystals. And the rest I'm gonna have to get from the temple because I don't have any money. I spent it on her. You could probably basically buy her whatever pieces you were needing to from her.
A skull merchant. Or just.
Jedi Temple is all broken. Cathounds is called raid.
Time to even the odds. Where that came from? Take him down. Let me handle this. Everyone down. More where that came from. Let's settle this. Let's get this over with.
Who are we missing? We're one off.
We're missing Joran. I don't see Joran.
That runt of a Cathound, he's the one with the backpack. Did anybody grab anything from the room? Anybody? What do you want? I managed to get this sad lot of salvagers to work together. Then we get 2 rooms into the sub-level, and we get swarmed by Legrex. And even then we fight our way out. But of course the only one that managed to grab the salvage is still in there. I don't even know why I bothered. Nothing. Find out for yourself. I'm not interested in training the competition. Now, if you don't mind, we're going someplace you can't eavesdrop on us.
Someone out there? Anybody? Help! Lagrix are everywhere! Help me! I'm trapped in here! Yes, I am. I locked the door in here. I thought I was gonna be Lagrix compost. Did you take care of them, stranger? Please, take care of them. I can't stand much more of this. If you do manage to clear a path,
open in no time.
Deadly language.
What's going on? Just say the word. Let's go. Just say the word. What's going on? I'll have this open in no time. Just say the word. Let's go. I'll have this open in no time. Child's play. I'll have this open in no time. Child's play.
Under no fucking balance.
Time to even the odds.
Let's go. I'll have this open in no time.
I hear you.
This won't take long.
Everyone down.
What's going on? I'll have this open in no time. What's going on? I'll have this open in no time. Child's play.
Time to take you down to size.
Braved the perils of the sublevel, yes. Many stories and artifacts in your possession. This is fortuitous for myself and associates. For now, not only do I get rich salvage, but an even richer bounty. Do not be making this difficult. Your death can be quite painless. Negotiations are not possible. A deal has been made with anxious people. People you do not cross. And now, Jedi.
It's glitched. Bye, you guys.
What's going on? I'll have this open in no time. Child's play. I'll have this open in no time. Child's play. I'll have this open in no time. Child's play. I'll have this open in no time.
My,
Child's
that's
play.
pretty cool.
I'll have this open in no time. Child's play.
Snap.
Just say the word.
Sir, stop running. Your Lord and Savior, sir.
Let's go.
Sir. 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 Okay. Why does she know where you are? What does that have to do?
Just say the word.
Here. Here. And
Take them down. I hear you.
Let's go.
side of the map.
Look at this damn door open. See if that works. I'm gonna say
Say the word. Something up?
Let's go.
Just say the word.
I'll have this open in no time. Child's play. I'll have this open in no time. Child's play. I'll have this open in no time. Child's play.
I hear you. I am an historian and scientist working for the Republic, although I'm certain my contemporaries would judge me more a historian than scientist. Like you, I was looking for some trace of the Jedi. I had heard mention that one of the Jedi Masters had gone there, but I found no trace of them. No. It is something of a mystery why they would exile themselves as they have. It is not the way of the Jedi to vanish in such a way, especially when the Republic is in need of them. I fear that there is something else at work, something that we cannot see. Then again, Perhaps the Jedi are hiding simply because so many people hate them these days. It is difficult sometimes for the Jedi to see such things, since much of it is rooted in human nature, and the Jedi are often removed from events of daily life, insulated.
That's so loud. That's very loud. I can hear that through my headphones over here.
Few in the galaxy can recognize the difference between the Sith and the Jedi. To them, they are both Jedi, with different philosophies. Not always. Jedi often fall. They cause much harm on Onderon, for example, in the name of peace and protection. Uleg Keldroma and Exar Kun, the two Dark Lords during the Sith War many decades ago, were once Jedi Knights, as were Revan and Malak. It is perhaps more amazing that some still trust Jedi after many have fallen and endangered the galaxy. It is also proof that a single Force wielder can change the face of the galaxy. And that is a frightening thing indeed. Hate? No. I do not hate them. They only raise questions without answers. Jedi are not supposed to be like the rest of us. They are supposed to see a higher purpose in all things, and they are supposed to train students responsibly and well, so mistakes of the past are not repeated. Yet all I saw was ignorance and arrogance, and what those seeds created in the Republic. It is difficult to follow the Jedi Code when so few others have, but you know this. Many Jedi defy the Order during the Mandalorian Wars, and it paved the way for the Jedi Civil War. There is no blame. All must accept. But, at its core, one must wonder if it was the failure of the Jedi teachings, or the teachers themselves. Many of the Jedi Council trained Exar Kun, Ulik, Revan, and Malak. How could they not see the danger they posed? And if they could not, perhaps there was some essential part of their teachings that was flawed. Something beyond the Jedi Code that they were missing. I am not certain you understand what happened with Revan. Do you wish me to explain? Revan was captured in the middle of the Jedi Civil War, due in no small part to his apprentice Malak, who turned on him. Revan was brought before the Jedi Council and put on trial. You must understand that the situation was desperate, and the Jedi needed to know how Revan had amassed the forces arrayed against them. As I understand it, they were able to convince Revan to have a change of heart. Revan helped the Republic defeat Malak. Perhaps in his conversation with the Jedi Masters, they were able to convince him of the rightness of their actions. Revan had many masters. Zar, Dorak, Master K before K left for the wars. Towards the end of his training, he sought out many to learn techniques. It is said that he returned to his first master at the end of his training, in order to learn how he might best leave the Order. I am not certain you understand. What else would you like to know? I'm trying to save the Republic. Dantooine and the Jedi Order are instrumental to that effort. Despite the troubles of the Jedi Civil War, there are those among the Republic who still favor the Jedi and wish them to return. And there are admirals within the fleet who recognize that the Jedi must be found if the Republic is to hold together. Yet as long as Onderon remains within the Republic, and the efforts on Telos succeed, that is all that matters. The Republic is fragile right now. Telos is important, because its success will determine whether or not the other dead worlds receive the same reconstruction efforts. If Telos is rebuilt and made habitable again, it will affect a string of worlds along the rim. Onderon, strangely enough, was unaffected by the Jedi Civil War. It's almost as if Revan didn't want to attack it. Its resources and position on the rim make it a vital supply line and guard post against outer rim attacks. Also, it's the only world in the Republic still capable of seeding ecosystems into other dead worlds. Onderon's wildlife is some of the most aggressive in the known galaxy. Merely placing some of those beasts on target worlds will guarantee their habitation for years to come. The Jedi are a symbol. As much damage as their reputation took during the Sith War and the Jedi Civil War, there are still many who they serve as an example. Plus, there have been times in the past where a single Jedi has been enough to change the face of a world, or a galaxy. I suppose I still believe that might be possible. Despite the betrayal of many of the Jedi against the Republic, I must concede that as figureheads, they do serve a vital role. What else would you like to... I imagine in your travels of the galaxy you've seen many people. Faces tend to blur together after a time. What else would you like to know? I do not know if you are aware of how fragile the Republic is at the moment. Its influence is stretched thin, and it grows weaker with time. The Jedi Civil War, many worlds was almost the end. But at that last year, the year before Revan vanished, Revan's assault on the Republic stopped. No one knows why. But it was all that saved the Republic. The fleet the Sith had amassed was no more, and the remaining Sith turned on each other, destroying the Academy on Korriban. It did not matter. Revan had already won. The war was costly, and it shattered the Republic. In time, the Republic might recover, but if a threat strikes now, if certain key worlds are not held, then the Republic will collapse. What else would you like to know? Before you go, I had a question for you. You came to Dantooine in search of Jedi. Why? What answers do you seek? It has been my experience that Jedi rarely answer such questions, or instead indulge in half-truths. Exiled you. It is strange they would sentence you and not speak honestly of your crime. It is not the Jedi way to lie. Well, no, that is not true. There are times when truth is concealed if they think a greater good can be achieved. But when such things are done, it is always done with the intention that the person they withheld truth from cannot be trusted with that knowledge, that it will bring harm upon themselves and others. Perhaps there was some greater danger in you knowing the reason than in the reason itself. Strange. Mysterious are the ways of the Jedi. Sometimes they see things the rest of us do not. Other times, such sight brings arrogance and a fall. In any case, it seems to me like our goals are compatible. If you would have me, I can apply my knowledge and skills to helping you find the answers you seek.
Look, we're already full up. We don't need anyone else. We travel light.
Hey. Peace. 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 Sit there and get loud. Say what you do.
Is that you? You must be fierce with a blaster then. Give me a moment, I sort of jammed the door a bit. Just don't leave.
Thanks for saving me. I thought those Legrex had me for sure. Oh, what do I know about moisture vaporators? Well, I told him I wasn't sure if it would work or not.
Hey, buddy. I've played enough card games to know a bluff when I see one.
Hey, can we please talk about this later when we're not in danger of being eaten by Lagrix? Sorry, I gotta go. You can...
Please. Miss Van, no. Miss Van, no, please. Please, Miss Van, no. I'm petrified. What you could just need.
I feel much better now, thanks to you. I don't think I thanked you properly down there. I was pretty shaken. I found a few Jedi artifacts down in the sublevels. I was planning on selling them to Darala, but I'll sell them to you if you want them instead. Oh, that again? I sold Sulu the moisture vaporator in the same condition it was... Alright. Darala got there before me, and she just took the modulator because she was loaded down with the other stuff that Sulu abandoned. But after I sold the farmer back his moisture vaporator, I won the modulator from Darala and
She's
gave
got
the stones.
Okay.
Finders keepers.
You're
You're a bit demanding, aren't you? I'll give you the money.
I'm petrified. I'm so scared. I'm so scared. I'm scared. Please.
Jaren says you saved him down there. Next time you should ask for a reward.
Back again, huh? But it's nice to see you again.
I'm so scared.
I found 3 things down there. One's if you give me... Doesn't work that way. Just don't take too... Back again, huh? But it's nice to see you. I found 3 things down there. One's some sort of crystal, and the others look like lightsaber parts. If you give me a... Come back anytime.
Here, here you go. I'm sorry. I'm so scared. So scared.
luck on getting my modulator back from Joran? I don't think anyone here will be able to help. Excellent. How did you deal with Joran? Really? You must have been very persuasive. I'm relieved this situation is finally resolved. You have more than earned this reward.
Please.
این سرنا کمی چو تاکو
This shit got ever hard to done. I'm so confused. Is bridge fear, but bridge fear, but here. In my showers. You do me. What did I do? I know what you got. I mean, that's crazy.
Who is that? You go down into the sub-level? It's a shame about them. Have any luck getting to their bodies? I figure there's about no chance you'll succeed, but the reward is still open. You have? You managed to find him down there? Tougher than you... And no reward, too.
She left, I needed her to stay. I was gonna buy more things from her. Crying.
You've wandered into the wrong camp. You got the look of a warrior, and we got all the... If you're looking for work too, just take a trip spaceward. We don't need any more. Then maybe we can... What if we do? They're practically begging to be pushed around. You've seen them, right? You sound like a flaming Jedi. I didn't just mean their weapons. I meant their character. They're very quick to blame everyone but themselves for their problems. So the galaxy has dealt them a bad hand. They should ante up and get back in the game. The administrator is different. It's just another spaceport to me. We've been here too long for my tastes. And the settlers... We have to live somewhere. Something those settlers don't seem to understand. That flaming administrator and her cat-hound Zeron can't keep their noses out of our business. There's a natural order to things that they just don't seem to get. They'll learn. Just make sure these settlers know their place. The Republic isn't going to send a single trainee to help this planet. It galls me to think we fought wars to protect Gizka like them. They don't do anything to help themselves, and they don't know how to take responsibility. They're on their own, and either they should start working and stop whining, or else they're in for a tough ride. She's got spirit, but she seems to focus most of her effort on trying to get us off this planet. Terena has to learn that we aren't moving. I have time to kill. Most of us are veterans of the Jedi Civil War. Some even fought in the Mandalorian Wars. A lot of soldiers have been looking for a place in the galaxy. The really skilled usually wind up here. A sentient by the name of Azkul. He was an elite trooper from Malak during the Jedi Civil War. He knows how to wage war. We had a contract with the Republic, doing some work in the Outer Rim. But they scaled back, and we were some of the casualties.
Oh,
now
no.
the Republic isn't hiring anymore. I hear they have no credits. We find ways to divert ourselves. A lot of us find odd jobs. There are many more mercs around than what you see on Dantooine. We're spread out.
Yes, General?
Please. No one is crazy. It is overdose.
What? You shouldn't sneak up on an old fella like that. You shouldn't be out of here anyway. This is Kinrath territory. A couple weeks back, there was an accident here. One of the Western Fringe farmers was coming to Kund on his swoop with a load of atmospheric sensors. We found him dead and his swoop bike all banged up. I've come back a couple of times to try to figure out if that's what really happened. I'm one of the Kunda militia. They need all the able bodies they can get. I was a Republic custom inspector before I came back home. Now I'm the closest thing the militia's got to an investigator. I do. The Kinrath are dangerous, but as long as you stay on your swoop bike, there's no way they should catch you. I've carefully searched this area and haven't found anything. So maybe our man just got sloppy.
This man, what did I do?
Dantooine is temperate.
It's
There's no need
crazy.
for atmospheric sensors except for seasonal data collection.
Huh? Just important we get it back. They're expensive pieces of equipment, and we can't afford to replace them. Regardless, I don't suppose you
It doesn't look like there's something that's light.
I just really need them. It's important. Please come to me if you find any of the atmospheric
so
sensors.
fucking dumb.
I'll pay you 1,000 credits for each one. No idea whatsoever. I figure it's a real long shot you'd ever spot one. But I also figure it wouldn't hurt to ask.
Why do we know where I've been?
Charanana gun. Manama treto sobre barakto drun. Krishe mentru greba. Der into run to walk away kwe wap.
goodness. Oh my goodness. Because I'm stuck. I'm actively stuck.
She came back.
And I went to the wrong side.
Oh, is that so? I'm gonna give you because anything and while you look
Yeah, go get blasted by these fuck. I'm dead.
the only thing and don't be asking any because there isn't
Oh my god.
I've been here the long
That was crazy.
sometimes you should have let me know you're
He's like kind of funny, dude. You didn't realize. Please.
He spent like 20,000 credits. Someone show me like a location because I don't see them.
My God. Closest thing the militia's got to an investigator. Don't split this for each one.
I don't know about that. They are vitally important pieces of equipment on tectonically or environmentally unstable regions. But do you really need atmospheric sensors on Dantooine? I'll have this open in no time. Child's play.
Box is weird, god damn it. That's
I don't
crazy.
suppose you found any of... That's great news. My office... I was afraid of that. So, how do we do this?
That's why, because it fucking mentioned.
We were picking up all
to
world
be
transmissions between the mercenaries
fucking
and
weird too, bruh.
someone, we don't know who. We know that the mercs are up to something, we just don't know what. We set those atmospheric sensors up to gather information. Now you know why we need those sensors. I'll pay you 5,000 credits for all 3 of them. That's about all we can afford. You make money and help us out at the same time. Yeah, that's admirable of you. Thank you.
Let's not make this a habit. I don't want your good nature.
Having you here has an effect on me, General. I never noticed it years ago. I think my mind was too occupied then. I feel calm, more in control. The anger is still there, but I can feel it drifting away. The last years of my life have been defined by it. The Mandalorians, Zerka, and Revan. And above all else, myself, for Malachor. Never, General. It had to be done. My hands destroyed the Mandalorians. I cannot be forgiven for that. Even if I did it out of hatred of the Mandalorians? That might be the truth, but I don't want to see it that way. I can't just ignore the blood on my hands. Even if there isn't, I still feel like I need to do something to make up for it. Under your guidance, I feel like I could overcome my anger.
I have 2 Jedi now, Leela.
2 Jedi?
2. I'm just gonna go to my ship and change my lightsaber.
Shit. I'm so fucking sorry. I'm retarded. I'm so sorry. I'm so fucking young.
What's going on?
The more worlds we travel to, the more questions. It's not just the hardships of the people, but something more. You are right. There is something more at work here. The attacks on Qatar, Telos itself, the decay on Dantooine. Something is wrong, but I cannot pinpoint what. It's like their connections have become sickened, damaged. Sometimes I feel like I almost understand and then it just slips away.
to take you down to size. More where that came from.
Jotapak, mito, hai best nika tochi mapa kraw. Yatuka, Urwanrika, choti. Huta yanolia, jukta. Kavanatakalu, Kavanatakalu, Kavanami donki krato, Bram tabanin sochu. Da come jusmak miki baranyeto so rika chondin, Yatuka, Urwanrika, chotin, wani maurata.
More where that came from. More where that came from. I hear you.
What's going on?
I hear you.
Halt, settler. This is a restricted area. How the hell did you get through the Kinrath? You should leave. We are highly trained veterans, and you're just a settler with a toy blaster. We're taking the Jedi to Nar Shaddaa, and that is the end of that. I'm gonna say this nice and simple for your little calf-herding head, unless you want to wind up... What? That's a Jedi trick! We trained against that during the war. It's a Jedi, man! Kill her before she tries something else!
Time to take you down to size.
Uh.
Let's settle this. Where that came from?
What's this here? What's here? What's fucking up here?
Always rushing into action without thinking of the consequences. What? You're expecting thanks? Kunda is in danger, and you've ruined the best chance of averting a full-scale conflict. Right now, Dansui is at a critical moment. If Kunda falls, then the Republic may lose control of this. Still, I'm surprised you were able to get this far. Although you do have your Jedi training to fall back on. Every action has consequences, no matter how small or insignificant they seem. And even the smallest choice has the potential for harm. The Mandalorian Wars was proof of this. Intentions mean nothing if a greater tragedy is caused.
Please.
I need to get to Kunda and warn them. They could be attacked at any moment. If you wish to prove yourself, then do so. Kunda's in danger and they need our help. The mercenaries have allied themselves with the Exchange and are planning to attack Kunda. They've been holding off for the right moment. And now, since they lost their captive Jedi, they'll
in the
attack
fucking
another.
beach.
I'm going to try to reach Administrator Adari. Time is of the essence.
Prepare. I hear.
Thoughts are disturbed. I can feel them from a great distance, like a shiver running through you. Force-sensitive locations such as this absorb and reflect force energy. The crystals are the catalyst here. I sense that Revan once passed through here, leaving a strong impression behind in the crystals. Perhaps future Jedi who visit this cave will feel our presence, as if seeing our footprints preserved in the soil. The crystals here are infused with the Force. Some could be harvested and used for lightsabers. The crystals here do not drain Force energy from Jedi. They collect the excess energy that radiates from those attuned to the Force.
Let me handle this.
Peace.
I'm farming lightsaber crystals.
Hmm?
I'm farming lightsaber crystals.
This is very rare indeed. The crystal's bond with you is such that the stronger you become in the Force, the more powerful your crystal will grow. This crystal will make an excellent focus for a lightsaber.
Killed all the mercenaries. Now I gotta stop a war.
You are the Jedi I've heard reports of, and I am Azkul, leader of the mercenaries on Dantooine. Straight to the point. I like that. I will be equally direct. I am planning to take Kunda, and you're going to help me. According to my reports, I have 4 times as many soldiers as the militia, and I'm committed to taking Kunda. It is inevitable that I will succeed. If you wish to avoid my men eradicating the people of Dantooine, you will make it easier for me to take Kunda. Of course, I will pay what... You'd better reconsider. I can't have a Jedi interfering with my plans. There is a considerable bounty on your kind that I will collect on unless you're working for me. Men, I trust you can handle this Jedi.
I see you have found the elusive Master Vrook. He's told me that his rescue complicated our situation to some degree. I can't say that I anticipated that. I thank you for finding him, though. Vrook has informed me that the mercenaries devised a plan of attack to annihilate Kunda itself. I must ask for your aid again, Jedi. Zeron says that even with a plan, the mercenaries have to gather their forces, then coordinate their assault. So we still have time. I'm afraid the militia has not been adequately trained for the task that befalls them. Right now, just us and the militia. I don't want to create a needless panic. But be assured I will make sure that all civilians are warned in time, so they can get to safety. Though if we lose this battle, nowhere on Dantooine will be safe for settlers for long. Our militia is effective at peacekeeping, but isn't prepared for a full-scale battle. If you can do anything to ready them for the reality of it, that would be helpful. Besides that, look around Kunda and see what you can do to strengthen our defenses. I know that we don't have the perimeter turrets online, and that alone could make a significant difference. Zeron says there is a considerable chance they will breach Kunda itself. Anything you can do to slow them down could turn the tide of battle. I have instructed the militia and other Kunda personnel that you are to be provided with anything that can be spared. Unfortunately. Here is a MasterCard key that will open all of the security doors inside Kunda. Anything that might aid you in your task, please use. Soon, all the civilians will be evacuated. So if you have any business with them, I suggest you take care of it. Whenever you are ready to finalize the defenses, talk with Zeron.
Thanks, stranger. I should be back to duty in no time. Thanks, stranger. Gun turret. Thanks, stranger. I should be back to duty in no time. Thanks, stranger. I feel better. Thanks.
I hear you.
Yeah?
Steady.
Let's go.
No way.
Charanana gundoso remine ke lorak de guru katat. Charanana gundoso remine ke lorak de guru katat. Terewana jun konata de la raguno tuna. Dai rinto run kavre kare papana. Der rinto run to wakavre kwe wap gerebu. Nenso telepachan korsada nane graer gra dalunut. Terewana jun konata de la raguno tuna. Dai rinto run kavre kare papanala ranchi. Der rinto run to wakavre kwe wap gerebu. Nenso telepachan terewana jun konata de la raguno tuna. Dai rinto run kavre kare papanala. Der rinto run to wakavre.
You did the right thing, General.
Thanks for the help.
Zeron was right about the mercenaries all along. I guess my ego clouded my judgment as to what's best for Kunda.
We've been told to provide you with anything you need. We have to keep the news of the mercenaries' plans quiet for now to avoid panic.
What's going on?
Just say the words.
Let's go. Set and activated. 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 Set and activated.
Cause any more trouble for Dantooine. We've had enough of it for a lifetime.
I was right about you. You are trouble. But you might the mercenaries aren't quick to mobilize, so you have time to do what you need. Or are you We could use people handy with a blaster. Getting people to join the militia for a short stint would be good. We also got a lot of things that could use fixing. It isn't glamorous, but that type of work sometimes makes a load of difference. Just look around. Off the top of the 3 turrets outside Kunda are on the blink. They went haywire the other day and wounded some of my men, so we took them offline. The men who were wounded by the turrets are holed up in the med lab. But our medic droid is busted, so they're We've had some men lay traps around Kunda, but nobody here really specializes in demolitions. I'm sure there's some gaps that could be... The side security door to Kunda has been malfunctioning as long as I've been here. It may be best to just seal it off lockdown so nobody gets through. We got some broken assault droids that have been collecting dust for the last 5 years. If they were working, it would help a lot with interior defense. If I had it my way, I'd recruit any citizen of Kunda that can hold a blaster. But it's hard to convince peaceful farmers to fight. Maybe die for a cause. I don't know for certain. It could be a day or even a week. Depends on how good Azkul. When you're ready, come back and...
Thanks.
Thanks for the help. Since you're asking me, I suppose I could. I figure I still owe you for helping me with my thief problem. Zeron has asked me several times before to join the militia. I expect he's going to be very pleased.
A lot of people here hate Jedi. But when they were here, they tried helping us. I don't blame them.
I hear you.
Guys, where's the door? Exactly.
Don't cause any more trouble for Dantooine. I've had enough of it for a lifetime.
Charanana Gundoso Remina. Charanana Gundoso Remina che l'orak de Katpada. Fiore to.
Peace. Fidan gelfa vanino gelfa.
I just got 2 people to join the militia. I'm preparing for a battle. I made a minefield, and I put all the turrets online. I sewed off the doors. I got to fight off a bunch of mercenaries. It's pretty funny. It's one of the funny battles in this game.
Don't leave anyone to worry everyone that's unfortunate.
You still lurking? You aren't serious, are you? I'll assume it's a...
I hear you saved Joran. How many settlers...
Back again, huh? But it's nice to see you again. Hadn't even thought of that. I know the militia will take just about anyone. I need the credits and would like working with people who will actually watch your back. Well, I want to think it through, but I think I might just go to Kunda and sign up. Thanks for the idea.
Ah, the traveler has returned. I hope the Dantooine is providing suitable... So, what should... I have no real desire to put myself in harm's way for Dantooine. They haven't exactly made the salvagers stay here pleasant.
Jaren says you saved him down there. Next.
I hear you saved Joran. I hear you saved Joran. How many settlers would help us, salvagers?
I got 3 people, got the base up and running. I'm about to put as many people as I can get, I guess. And put some more mines down on the bridge and then call it a day. They updated to where you can only put 15 mines. I used to mine the whole area when I would do this part. So funny, so funny.
A lot of people here hate Jedi. But when they were here, they tried helping us. I don't blame them.
Insoranaka megun Jenish Milaka Wachino so impos mocha chani rika-san. Ritu tingipa.
We've been told to provide you with anything you need.
I was right about you. The mercenaries aren't quick. Inspecting the perimeter. I fought in a war. You sure? Once we're done with that, there may not be any time left before the... Alright, then we got a lot to do. Since you are here to bolster Kunda's defense, I will hurry to the mercenary camp and delay their assault however I can. I imagine that the mercenaries have got 2 goals in this whole thing. Kill me and kill the administrator. The rest of the settlers won't have courage to resist if they succeed. The administrator's locked up in her office tight, which means that the mercs have to go through us and Kunda's defenses. Thanks to you, they're gonna have a tougher job. That's about it. Now we just need to dig in and wait for the mercs to come. Afraid not. We don't have much time. But I'll tell them what's there to do. All right, I'll assemble the men. I hope you can speak good.
much better with words than me. I think it'll really help. Let's get ready for the mercenaries. If we fall here, all of Dantooine falls with us.
So you're the Jedi. I take it you are responsible for the surprises we've had during this battle. Stand aside. Our quarrel is with a distinguished administrator. This isn't your problem. Is that supposed to convince me, Jedi? I was trained by the Sith. My unit killed many Jedi. I'll give you one last chance. Leave the administrator to her fate. Then you've allied with these flaming settlers. The galaxy doesn't tolerate weakness. I was trained at Malak's Academy. Your tricks won't work on me. You're just another dead Jedi to me.
Sorry I was held up, but it looks like I've arrived in time to pull you out of your predicament.
Kill them all.
Thank you so much for your aid. You can be sure that Dantooine will not forget how the Jedi protected us from this planet. We are a humble community, and this conflict has greatly diminished our resources. I hope this reward will be sufficient.
Listen.
Dantooine
Oh
will
my
be slow
God.
to rebuild, but I am confident now that we will one day achieve prosperity.
Kunda is safe in no small part due to you. I feel certain that the administrator wouldn't have made it without your assistance. I may have misjudged you. In any case, I am free to talk about whatever you wish. We were not in hiding, despite what you believe. This threat is striking through the Force. There's a reason that we cannot detect it. It is somehow masking its presence from us. I do not know. There are techniques in the Force that hide one's presence and thoughts from other Force users. But I do not believe that such techniques alone would be capable of hiding the enemies we face. It does not seem possible. Jedi sanctuaries, places of learning, conclaves, many of them secret, have been attacked. That requires that our enemy knew of our whereabouts, or had access to records and holocrons from the Enclave here on Dantooine. There was much Jedi teaching buried here before the planet was attacked. In the hands of our enemies, such knowledge could be used to track and kill Jedi, find other enclaves, gathering places. And so much has been plundered from here that now many secrets of the Jedi have been spread throughout the galaxy. So I did what I could, attempting to let myself be captured. I hoped that it would lead me to the Sith and the stolen artifact.
I'm on my second planet right now.
The Sith attacked this place once, and only they would seek the death of the Jedi with such obsession, and be able to be as successful as they have. With the destruction of Dantooine, it is difficult to sense the presence of any Force users here. If any Sith are here, I cannot detect them. Yes, perhaps I wish to see this place one more time. It has changed much, as I knew it had, but I had to see it for myself. You have more questions for me? Because you defied the Council and followed Revan to war. And from that war came another. Do you know how many worlds were destroyed in those wars? Dantooine, Telos, Sirocco? Do you see now why we counseled caution instead of action? You were the only one to come back and face judgment. But that was because you had lost your connection to the Force. Another casualty of war. No doubt you still blame us for your exile. I had hoped your isolation would give you time to reflect on what had happened, what you had done. But I see it as not. You have more questions for... Have they? I've seen no evidence of them upon Dantooine. Only murderers and raiders. Why would they attack you? There were no Jedi. You cannot feel the Force. For some reason, I believe you. Still, I am curious as to how they would know to find you. Your trial was not public knowledge. Regardless, these Sith have struck, and you survived. This is more knowledge than I had before. And that means the Jedi may gather. If you can find others, or find some trace of the Sith threat, then we shall gather here on Dantooine. And from there we may decide what can be done. You have more questions?
We gotta leave soon, Leva. In like 10 minutes.
Yeah, true.
I suppose there is something I should show you. It will keep you alive long enough to prove useful. I'm only going to demonstrate this once. This is the Sheen form, a defensive stance that's good when you're outnumbered, which is most of the time. This form will increase your ability to deflect blaster fire, and it increases the odds of dealing critical strikes against your attackers. I don't know how you learned that so quickly. Still, your form is sloppy. Keep practicing to tighten it up and you'll be fine.
Let's go.
Is there? Must be hearing things. But for a moment.
Statement. Master, perhaps my entity. Statement. Well. Statement. I mean, what use is there for? You are right to remain. Answer. Why? Because your actions then and now are related, and I feel I need some Statement. Sometimes, Master, it is difficult for Meatbags to step back and gain some perspective on explanation, the repercussion. Statement. Malachor, I mean, must. Retort. I was only Statement. 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 Very well. Query. Indeed. Statement. Yes, Statement. I suppose so, Master. It seems to me that we will have... Statement.
Here. I knew Mr. Arnold. Because I had a really selfish perks, so I didn't see what I wanted to do.
What imagine?
Joe woke her up. Did she get him that?
That's a good question.
Let's go check.
She might want to leave it. She doesn't know what she's eating. I don't know.